Mutant Transmissions. Mutant Transmissions. Mutant Transmissions.
Hello, hello, can you hear me? Yeah, Twitch is having some weird issues. Channel disappeared, totally disappeared. Now I'm seeing 0 people online, even though I see you in the chat, I see you. And I want to wish you guys a very nice Wednesday and to say hello and shout out to our new follower, Lysandra. I see you. To Victor in Mexico, hola. To Madderloss in Norway, to Gruenhose, to Woman Belgium, I think, right? Am I getting that right? And yep, my chat is kind of getting stuck, so if I missed you guys, just say hello in the chat. So I just came back from Berlin. I'm gonna make mutant disco comp of some of the stuff I played. It was super dirty Berlin darkroom vibe for my set. Very fucking fast and hard. But 2 days ago we passed the full equinox and it's getting cold. So today the show is gonna be synth and cold, French coldwave heavy. And we have some giveaways from Meidosem records from France. You can see on a screen the logo and some beautiful records. You can see in chat how you can enter. It's going to be a lottery, but I got a bunch of those records, so odds are you can probably get one. Yep, check in the chat how to enter, and a little bit later I'm going to play a whole bunch of music from that record label. So that was a Belgian track for Wim. It was his birthday. Happy birthday, Wim. There was actually a private festival in Bruges on Saturday, which unfortunately I had to miss because of my travels. Dear played and Skimmer played. Totally free birthday party. Damn. It came to me. I didn't have to go there and I couldn't make it this time. Anyway, happy birthday, Wim. So that was ABC for you from Belgium. And let's play another super classic synth Belgian band.
Sans moi, je m'en suis allé tout seul au cinéma. Les actualités venaient de commencer. Au moment là, mon meilleur ami, elle est arrivé. Oui, maman, oh, quand le film est triste. Oui, maman, oh, ça me fait pleurer. Oui, maman, oh, quand le film est triste. J'ai les larmes. Sans me voir. Et devant moi ils se sont venus s'asseoir. J'ai pu mourir quand ils se sont embrassés. Oh, au milieu du dessin animé, moi j'ai pleuré. Oh, oui maman, oh, quand le film est triste. Oui maman, oh, ça me fait pleurer. Oui maman, oh, quand le film est triste. J'ai les larmes. Ça me fait pleurer, oh oui maman, oh, quand le film est triste. Oui maman, oh, ça me fait pleurer. Oui maman, oh, quand le film est triste. J'ai les larmes pleurer. Oui maman, oh, quand le film est triste. Oui maman.
I'm gonna play a first track of a night from this beautiful album you see in the corner from Meidosem Records, excuse pronunciation. And this is a super nice band. It's the first record they ever released. It was in 1984. And they actually connected to a couple of very, very super legendary bands that I will tell you about while I play them. But first off, let me give you a little taste. And if you want to be part of a giveaway, just go to our Patreon. We're going to set up a poll where you can put your name in anytime between now and Sunday. I'm going to set it up as soon as the show is finished. So you can go to Patreon at Mutant Transmissions. You don't have to be a paid member. Anyone can join the poll. Open to everyone. Okay, darlings. First song from his album we're giving away.
J'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire où les gens ne se font plus la guerre. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Un pays bien clos, bien vert, aux pelouses garnies de vieilles pierres. Un pays véritable autarcie, sans souci d'économanie. Un pays vraiment pas grand, occupé d'un seul bâtiment. Un immeuble très haut, très blanc, dirigé par des hommes géants. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire, où les gens ne se font plus la guerre. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Un coin sombre, isolé, auprès de ces murs grillagés. Frontière avec le monde des autos, dont le bruit couvre cet univers clos. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire, où les gens ne se font plus la guerre. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Un pays pas enchanté, où tu m'as fait enfermer. Un endroit glacial, troublant. Dis-moi, qui sont les démons? 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 Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire, où les gens se font plus la guerre. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Un pays bien clos, bien vert, aux pelouses garnies de vieilles pierres. Un pays véritable autarcie, sans souci d'économanie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire, où les gens ne se font plus la guerre. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un pays tout petit, petit. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire. Je t'écris d'un coin de ma folie. Je t'écris d'un pays pas ordinaire, où les gens se font plus la guerre.
Okay, let me give it a shot and try to pronounce the name of his band. It's nothing too complicated, but it's in French. So, Les Visiteurs du Sewer. That's my best attempt. You can actually read it on screen. It's in a corner over there. Am I pointing? There it is. There it is in the corner. That's one of the albums we're going to be giving away. Other newer album from this record label is also on screen. I'll play that later. But let me tell you a little bit about this band, this French band. So this French band went for some incarnations, the members in this band. This album, aptly named 1984, was recorded in 1984. But before they did this beautiful COLDWAVE synth band, two of the members were actually known by a different name. And that name, people into synth punk will recognize because it's a pretty legendary band. And I think this song is, not I think, I know, this song is from 1983. And the name of the band is D-Stop. I want to know in the chat, please, which one of you know these bands? Have you heard of D-Stop before? And if you haven't, look up on YouTube some really crazy videos from back in the day. Have you heard of Les Visiteurs de Sur? If you haven't, I'm going to be playing a few more tracks. You get to know them very well. And the next incarnation from the members of his band was from synth punk to cold wave, then it went to dark wave. So if you're a big fan of dark wave, maybe you know this band. Let me know in the chat if you know this band. So the next band that the members formed was Collection Darnell Andrea, and here's a song from them.
No Vient-il de nulle part menacé par les flammes? Cet esprit qui sépare le corps a rendu l'âme. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Salem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Solem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Golem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Poème. Conversation muette, sourde aux attraits déviants. Douloureuse opérette à mots couverts fuyants. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Salem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Solem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Golem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Poème. Une envie d'en finir, nous ne sommes pas en reste. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Salem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Solem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Golem. Premier carême, deuxième baptême, troisième blasphème Poème.
auf Leben eingestellt. Je t'ai rencontré à Nuremberg when I met you in Nuremberg. You were as cold as an iceberg, aussi froid qu'un iceberg. Tandis que tu t'habillais tout en noir, que tu t'habillais tout en noir. Quelques vibrations brisèrent le miroir, vibrations brisèrent le miroir. Le miroir, vibrations brisèrent le miroir. Le miroir. Nous rencontrerons dans les ruines de Berlin. We will meet in the rings of Berlin. We will have cause death and us in la mort ensemble. Parfois un bien, alors tu chanteras. J'bin die Fächelola, j'bin die Fächelola, seriously. J'bin die Fächelola, j'bin die Fächelola, die Fächelola, lola, lola. Nous rencontrerons dans les ruines de Berlin. We will meet in the rims of Berlin. We will laugh, cause death ain't the sin. La mort ensemble, parfois le bien. À Berlin, bientôt la fin. Berlin, 80, vers 84.
Yes, of course, this is Cinema Strange, and as they say in America, not for nothing, the Rubiats went to music school. It shows, right? It shows a little bit. Yeah, this was Bright Violet Euphoria, and I'm glad you guys recognized it so quickly. Hello, darlings. It seems Twitch is really having issues. I think we're gonna wrap this stream up a little bit early today. I really, really appreciate seeing all of you. I missed you when I was in Berlin. And yeah, it was actually good to see a lot of you in person in Berlin. Thank you for coming for my DJ set. Even a couple of you from other countries. It was very special. I'm gonna play one more song from the band we're doing a giveaway from. And I wanted to remind you guys how you can enter to win. So, go to our Patreon. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to be a patron, even though we really appreciate you if you are. And we're even going to give you some extra things. But you don't need to do that. All you have to do is just go and use the poll there. Enter your name, and we will draw at random and send you what you won. We have, I think, 2 albums, multiple copies. Yeah, so let me play Les Visiteurs du Soir, the 3rd song of the night from Meidosem Records. They also have a lot of cool cold French wave there. Go to the Bandcamp of a record label, get yourself some sexy vinyl, support the artists. Have a good night, darlings. See you on YouTube on Sunday.
Dans un monde de lumière,
Mutant Transmissions. Mutant Transmissions. Mutant Transmissions.